Hello friends, in the last lecture we have discussed IUPAC nomenclature of alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. Now today we have to see IUPAC nomenclature of next functional groups such as alkyl halides, alcohol, carbonyl compounds such as aldehydes, ketones, then amines, amides, various derivatives of carboxylic acids such as esters, anhydrides, acid halides. So these are the various functional groups we have to discuss today in the IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds. Now today we have to start with a very simple functional group, that is alkyl halide. Alkyl halide. Alkyl halide is having general formula Rx. This R is alkyl group. Here this X is halogen. This halogen attached to alkyl group, and these compounds according to IUPAC are called as haloalkanes. Haloalkane. We have to count the number of carbon atoms in a straight chain and give lowest possible number to carbon which possess halogen. So all the rules we have discussed in earlier videos, all those rules are applicable to this. Only we have to give lowest number to the carbon having halogen. So here then we have to mention the position of carbon where halogen has attached, then name that halogen as a halo, then followed by alkane. So we have to see first example, CH3 Br. CH3Br. How many carbons present here? Only one carbon. So this is only one carbon is here. So one carbon means it belongs to methane. Its parent hydrocarbon is methane. Now here this is halomethane. So which halogen is attached here? Bromine. So it is called as bromomethane. Bromomethane. Bromine attached to methyl group. Commonly it is called as methyl bromide, but as per the IUPAC the correct name is bromomethane. If I have CH3, CH2, CH2, Cl. Now how many carbons here? 3 carbons in a straight chain. 1, 2, 3. We have to start numbering from this side because chlorine attached to this carbon. So 1, 2, 3. So this is, because of the 3 carbons, it belongs to parent alkane propane. So it is chloropropane, and it is attached to first carbon. So it can call as 1 chloropropane. 1 chloropropane. If the chlorine present to second carbon, CH3, CH, Cl, CH3. So this is 1, 2, 3. Chlorine attached to second carbon. This is called as isopropyl chloride. Commonly it is called as isopropyl chloride, but its IUPAC name is 2-chloropropane. 2-chloropropane. So in this way alkyl halides are named. If halogen and alkyl group is getting same number, then priority goes to the halogen. Means if we have this skeleton 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 carbons are there, means it is pentane. So here this is having Br and here it is having methyl. So if we start numbering from this side, second carbon goes to methyl and fourth number goes to methyl, fourth number goes to bromine, carbon having bromine. But if we start numbering from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the second carbon having bromine while the fourth carbon is having methyl. If you start numbering from this side, exactly opposite scene we will have. So here the second is methyl and fourth will be bromine. So we have to proceed from this way, where lowest number goes to the halogen. If same number goes to substituent, so priority goes to halide. So here this is 4 methyl, 2 bromo. See, Which come first in alphabetical order? Bromine and methyl. So these are the two substituents. So B means bromo come first in alphabetical order. So here it is 2 bromo, 4 methyl, and because of 5 carbons it is pentane. Pentane. So in this way such alkyl halides are named. If we have cyclic system, we have also named cyclic compound. So these are the 6 carbons in the cyclic system. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So because of 6 carbon it is hexane. It is closed chain system, cyclic system. So it is cyclohexane, chlorine attached to carbon number 1. So it is simply called as chlorocyclohexane. Chlorocyclohexane. So in this way alkyl halides are named as per this IUPAC rules. Simple alkanes rules are applicable to this haloalkanes only when the same number goes to alkyl group and halogen, then lowest number should goes to halogen. If different numbers are getting, if suppose in the example where bromine can get third number but methyl is having second number, so the lower number should goes to methyl group. So in this way we can start the numbering as per the IUPAC rules in the haloalkanes. Now the next functional group we have to discuss, that is alcohol. Alcohol is having general formula ROH, hydroxy group attached to alkyl group. So these are the hydroxyl compounds are named as alkanols. In case of alcohol, alkane last E is replaced using OL. So these are called as alkanol. Alkanol. Count the number of carbons in a straight chain. Give lowest possible number to the carbon is having OH. Then named it as a alkanol or alkanol or alkanol means CH3 CH2 OH. This is simple. 1, 2, 2 carbons are there. So 2 carbons means ethane, and here it is hydroxy compound. So it is ethanol. Ethanol, only 2 carbons in the ethanol. So there is no need to mention the position of carbon where OH group has attached. If we have isopropyl alcohol, this is commonly called as isopropyl alcohol. This isopropyl alcohol is having 3 carbons, 1, 2 and 3. So 3 carbons means it belongs to propane. So it is named as propane. Last E is replaced by OL. So the OH is attached to second carbon. So 2-ol. So it can named as 2-propanol, but more correct is propane 2-ol. 2-propanol or propane 2-ol. So this is here propanol. If I have this one, how many carbons here in a straight chain? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why we have given numbering from this side? The carbon is having OH should get lowest possible number. If you start number from this side, the carbon is having OH will get third number. But if you start from this way, so it will be second. So this is second is lesser than third one. So I have to start numbering from this side. This is very important thing. Always remember, if OH is there, if alkyl groups are there, OH must get lowest possible number. So here it is 3-methyl. How many carbons? 4 carbons. Butane. Second carbon is having OH, 2-ol. So it is 3-methyl butane 2-ol or 3-methyl 2-butanol. You can call as 3-methyl 2-butanol. So in this way we can name these alcohols. OH, How many carbons in a straight chain? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Total 5 carbons in a straight chain. Each corner is having carbon. This is the skeleton or skeletal formula of this compound. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So third carbon is having OH. Total 5 carbons are there. So it is pentane 3-ol or 3-pentanol. Pentane 3-ol or 3-pentanol. In this way, we can name any compound. If we have CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH2, CH, OH, CH3. So see how many carbons in a straight chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 carbons in a straight chain. So fourth carbon is having methyl group, second is having OH. So here it is 4 methyl. Okay, 4 methyl. How many carbons in a straight chain? 6. So it is hexane. 6 carbons means it belongs to parent alkane hexane. So hexane, don't write here E. Hexane, the carbon is having OH is second one. So 2-ol or 4-methyl 2-hexanol or 4-methyl hexane 2-ol. So in this way, alcohols are named according to this IUPAC rules. If 2 OH groups are there, then it is called as diol. If 2 OH groups are present, then it is called as diol. Before that, mention the position of carbons where 2 OH groups are attached. If 3 are there, then it is called as triol, diol, triol. So in this way, we can name OH, OH. So how many carbons here? 3. 1, 2, 3. So here, because of the 3 carbons, it belongs to propane. Propane 1, 2. OH attached to first carbon, OH attached to second carbon. So 1, 2 diol. Propane 1,2 diol or 1,2 propane diol. So propane 1,2 diol is the correct name of this. If we have OH, here this is OH, this is CH3, this is CH3. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Total 4 carbons are there. So 4 carbons means it is butane. Butane 2, 3, 3 diol. So butane 2, 3 diol. In this way, such aliphatic alcohols are named simply as per these rules. Now if we have cyclic system, cyclic, in case of cyclic compounds such as this one, how many carbons in a ring system? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Total 5 carbons are there. So it is cyclopentane, OH attached to first carbon. So it is cyclopentanol. Cyclopentanol. If we have OH is here, methyl is here. So this is cyclohexane system is having methyl as well as OH. So this carbon always get first number where OH has attached 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbons are there. So it is 3-methyl. Cyclohexane 1-ol or 1-cyclohexanol. Cyclohexanol or 3-methyl cyclohexane 1-ol. So in this way, cyclic systems are also named as per the IUPAC nomenclature. Next compound I to see aldehyde and ketone. Next is aldehyde and ketone. Aldehydes are having general formula R C double bond OH, that is RCHO. Aldehydes are named as alkane, last E is replaced using AL. these are called as alkanol. Alcohols are named as alkanol, it is named as alkanol. So this is a very small difference in alcohols and aldehydes. Always you must remember this. Aldehyde, always remember, in case of the compound where the CHO is there without any other functional group, then this carbonyl always get first number. For example, CH3 C double bond OH. So how many carbons here? 2 carbons are present. So because of 2 carbons, it belongs to ethane. So it is ethane. Last E replaced using Al, it is ethanol. It is commonly called as acetaldehyde. Commonly it is known as acetaldehyde. 2 carbons are there, acetaldehyde, while its IUPAC name is ethanol. If you see the next example, CH3 CH2 CH CH3 C double bond OH. One is this, second, third and fourth. 4 carbons are there, so it is butanol, but in this butanol second carbon is having methyl group. So it is 2-methyl butanol. 2-methyl butanol. Okay. Next example, if I have here CH3 C2H5, here there is CHO. Identify the functional group, it is CHO, so it is aldehyde. So in this aldehyde, always remember number 1, this, second, third, fourth and fifth, 5 carbons in a straight chain. Third is having ethyl, fourth is having methyl. Then here 2 different substituents are there, ethyl and methyl. Then while representing its name, we must follow alphabetical order. Ethyl come first over the methyl. So this is 3 ethyl, then 4 methyl. How many carbons? 5 carbons. 5 carbons means pentane. So it is last E replaced using Al, pentanol. So it is pentanol. So it is 3 ethyl, 4 methyl, pentanol, aldehyde. If I have examples such as, we can attach any group here, here, CHO, here this one, here this is C2H5, here there is Br, here there is methyl. So this compound we have we have to predict its IUPAC name. So here the first important task is select longest continuous chain in which first group should be here CHO. So this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. How many carbons? 7. So it is heptanol. Heptanol is okay. 7 means it is heptanol. But then we have to see how many other groups are present here. So bromine attached to third one, ethyl attached to fourth carbon, while methyl attached to fifth carbon. Then see alphabetical order. Ethyl, bromo, methyl. Tell me which one come first? Definitely B. So bromo, then followed by ethyl, then methyl. So I have to mention here first 3 bromo, 4 ethyl and 5 methyl. 5 methyl heptanol. 3 bromo, 4 ethyl, 5 methyl heptanol. If cyclic system is there, for example cyclohexane CHO, this is cyclohexane attached to CHO. So here this is carbaldehyde attached to cyclohexane, not cyclohexanol, because in the cyclohexanol only 6 carbons are representing, but the CHO is outside the cyclic system. So it is cyclohexane. Always remember this, cyclohexane carbaldehyde. cyclohexane carbonaldehyde. So in this way aldehydes are named. Next compound we have to see ketones. Before that we have to see here, if two CHO groups present in same compound, so it is diol. If 3 CHO are present in same compound, it is triol. So in the same compound, two formyl groups, that is CHO groups can be there, 3 CHO groups can be there. So I have to see here the examples where 2 CHO groups are present. Now see the next example, CHO. This compound CHO commonly called as glyoxal. Okay, now its IUPAC name is 1, 2. How many carbons are here? 2 carbons are present. So this is ethane 1,2-diol. Al means aldehyde. 1,2 is the position of this. So ethane 1,2-diol or 1,2-ethane-diol. 1,2-ethane-diol. So in this way, these are the compounds where the 2 CHO are there. Glyoxal. In this way we can write any compound. For example, CHO, 1 carbon is there. This is 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons are there, so it is propane. Last E replace using diol. Mention the position 1, 3. 1, 3 diol. So here we have to name this propane 1,3-diol because this aldehydic carbon is first and third one. So in this way aldehydes are named. Next compound we have to see ketone. Ketone is having general formula R, C double bond O, this R or R dash. So this is R, C, O, R dash. This is the next carbonyl compound. These are named as alkane. Last E is replaced using O-N-E. So these are called as alkanone or alkane. Then we have to mention the position of that carbon having carbonyl, alkane dash one. Simplest ketone we have to see CH3, C double bond O, CH3. What is the name of this compound? This is acetone, commonly called as acetone. In this acetone, how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons are there, means it belongs to propane. So this is propane 2-one or 2-propanone. 2-propanone or propane 2-one. If we have this one, how many carbons here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I have this one, so I have to name this. First of all, we have to see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is pentane. Second carbon is carbonyl carbon. That is also called as oxocarbon. So this is 2-one. Pentane 2-one or 2-pentanone or 2-pentanone. But we have to follow this one. This is also correct, but we should follow this system of naming. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Total 5 carbons are there. So it is definitely pentane. But this pentane is having methyl groups at second and fourth position. These are the methyl groups. So this is 2,4-dimethyl. Okay. 3-pentanone or pentane 3-one. This is the systematic name of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentanone, 3-pentanone, second and fourth is methyl group. So 2,4-dimethyl pentane 3-one. If I have CH3. Here there is CH3. Now see, if you start numbering from this side, this carbon is having methyl, but its functional group is ketone. So the ketone carbonyl must get lowest possible number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this carbonyl should get lowest possible number. Always remember, while naming this ketones, always carbonyl of ketone should get lowest possible number. In this way we have to give numbering to the straight chain. Now fourth carbon and fifth carbon is having methyl group. So this is 4, 5 dimethyl. 4, 5 dimethyl. How many carbons? 6 carbons. So it is hexane. Hexane 3 one or 3 hexanone. If two carbonyl groups are there, then called as dione. This is double bond O, this is double bond O. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? If you start numbering from this side, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So 3, 4 goes to carbonyl. It is higher number. So I have to give lowest possible number. How many carbons here? 5 carbons. So it is pentane. Okay. Now it is dione. Mention the position of carbonyl carbons 2 and 3. 2, 3 dione. Sorry, 2, 3 dione. 2, 3 pentane dione or pentane 2, 3 dione or 2, 3 pentane dione. 2, 3 pentane dione or pentane 2, 3 dione. If we have cyclic compound such as this one, cyclohexanone. This is cyclohexane system having carbonyl group. So it is simply named as cyclohexanone or cyclohexanone. If we have substituents here in this cyclohexanone, means here we have this methyl, then which carbon is first one? Definitely carbonyl carbon is first one. 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4 and this is 5, 6. It is definitely cyclohexanone. Second is having methyl. So this is 2 methyl cyclohexanone or cyclohex 1 one. Cyclohex 1 one. So in this way we can name this or this cyclohexane 1 one, 2 methyl. If I have two carbonyls in the same compound, such as carbonyl is here, methyl is here, carbonyl is here. Try to think about its name. Two carbonyls are there. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second carbon is having methyl group. 2 methyl cyclohexane. Cyclohexane 1, 3 dione. 1 is carbonyl, 3 is carbonyl. 1, 3 dione or cyclohexane 1, 3 dione or 1, 3 cyclohexane dione. 2 methyl cyclohexane 1, 3 dione. Now next functional groups we have to see ether and amine. Next is ether. Ether is having general formula ROR dash. ROR dash. There is the oxygen inserted between two alkyl groups. This is alkyl group, this is alkyl group, this is oxygen. So here ethers are named as, if this is smaller group, then it is treated as a alkoxy, and if it is heavier, it is treated as a alkane. So this is called as alkoxy alkane. This is alkoxy, this is alkane. So the ethers are named as alkoxy alkanes. Now simplest ether is dimethyl ether. This is simplest, dimethyl ether. This is common name. IUPAC name is, if it is symmetrical, both are same. So one is treated as a methane having this methoxy group. So it is called as methoxy methane. Methoxy methane. If I have CH3O CH2 CH3. Now here it is unsymmetrical. It is called as commonly ethyl methyl ether. But here this methoxy attached to ethane. So this is methoxy ethane. If we have ethyl group to both sides of oxygen, CH3 CH2 OCH2 CH3, ethoxy ethane. Ethoxy ethane. If I have propane to other side, then this is CH3 CH2O CH2 CH2 CH3. This is propane having ethoxy group. So this is ethoxy propane. If this one, then how it is named? This is ethoxy. This is first, second, third and fourth. This is alkane. Here this is 1 ethoxy 2 methyl butane. So this is ethoxy 2 methyl butane or 1 ethoxy 2 methyl butane. Always remember where the methyl and methoxy is there, ethoxy is there. So this ethoxy always goes to first position, because we have to start numbering in this way. So this is ethoxy butane. In this ethoxy butane, methyl attached to second position. So this is methyl attached to second position. So in this way ethers are named. Now we have to see amines. Amines are the RNH2 having nitrogen. These are the amino group attached to alkyl group. So these are called as alkane amines. Alkane amine. Alkane amine. So this last E is replaced using amine. So these are named as alkane amine. While naming these amines, we have to give lowest possible number to carbon where amino group has attached. CH3. Simple example we have to see. How many carbons here? 1 and 2 carbon. So this is ethane. Last E replaced using amine. So this is ethanamine. If you see the next example, CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2. So this is propanamine. 1, 2, 3. Propanamine. If I have here NH2, then this is carbon number 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So this is butane 2 amine or 2 butanamine. Simply this is 2 butanamine, means second carbon is having amino group, and this is butane 2 amine or butane 2 amine, because second is the position where amino group has attached. Next, NH2, CH, CH3, CH3. Now see, here if we start numbering from this side, this will be fourth one. If we start numbering from this side, this will be third one. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6. So how many carbons here? 6 carbons are present. So it is hexane 3 amine, amino group attached to third carbon. So this is hexane 3 amine, but here methyl group attached to second position, here this methyl attached to fifth position. So this is 2,5-dimethyl 3-hexanamine or hexane 3 amine, or here 3-hexanamine, or this one same, or hexane 3 amine. So in this way simply amines are named. Select the longest continuous chain, give lowest possible number to carbon where amino group has attached, mention that number before the naming corresponding amine. So in this way normal amines are named. If we have cyclic system, this is cyclohexanamine, cyclohexyl group attached to NH2 group. So this is cyclohexanamine. This is cyclohexanamine, cyclohexanamine. If here this cyclohexanamine is having methyl group here, NH2. So this is carbon having NH2, get one number, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So in this cyclohexanamine, methyl group has attached to third position. So this is 3-methyl cyclohexanamine or cyclohexane 1 amine. Cyclohexane 1 amine, 3-methyl cyclohexane 1 amine or cyclohexanamine. Amines are classified in three types. Primary amine, that is RNH2, just we have seen these amines. Secondary amine is RNH, this R or R dash secondary, and next is RNR, this R or R dash, R double dash. So in this way these are the primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine. Now we have to see here the examples of secondary and tertiary amines. Example of secondary amine: CH3, CH2, NH, here there is CH3. Now see how many carbons here in the one chain, 1 and 2 attached to nitrogen. Now here this smaller group treated as a substituent attached to nitrogen. So this is ethanamine, but this ethanamine is having methyl group at nitrogen. So this N-methyl, because this methyl is not attached now to nitrogen, it is carbon, it is attached to nitrogen. So N-methyl ethanamine. So in this ethanamine, nitrogen is having methyl group. If we have two groups to this nitrogen, means CH3, CH2, N, CH3, CH3. So this is example of tertiary amine. This is again ethanamine. Ethanamine. In this ethanamine, nitrogen is having methyl, this nitrogen is having methyl. So this is dimethyl, but here mention the position of nitrogen N, comma N dimethyl. So this is NN dimethyl ethanamine. Its name is NN dimethyl ethanamine. This is the tertiary amine. So in this way we can have the different names. If N C2H5, 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 this is triethylamine, triethylamine, or NN diethyl ethanamine, NN diethyl ethanamine, triethylamine, trimethylamine, these names are also accepted. N methyl, methyl, methyl. So this is trimethylamine, trimethylamine. So in this way the amines are named: primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine. These are alkanamines. where the nitrogen attached methyl group attached to nitrogen, mention the N here. This N indicates this methyl attached to nitrogen. This N is indicating the nitrogen where that substituent has attached. In this way, here we have discussed IUPAC nomenclature of alkyl halides, alcohols, carbonyl compounds such as aldehydes, ketones. Then we have seen ethers. Then we have seen amines. So here we have discussed IUPAC nomenclature of these functional groups and these compounds. Thank you.